Hello. The next video is about going forward from your spider diagram from last week. Your spider diagram explored a range of different elements. You looked at some possible characters and you also looked at some possible cereal box names. These are the two things which we're going to go into a bit more detail during this lesson. So for task 3, you're going to start to do some sketches of some character design. You're going to look at characters that could go onto the front of your cereal box. If we go backwards a little bit, we've got on these ones, this one there is a toucan on the front of the Fruit Loops. So this character is illustrating this product. Here I've gone for some different characters, but I've also looked at the artwork of John Burgerman. Now, John Burgerman is an artist who creates anthropomorphic characters based on inanimate objects and characters he's made up. Okay, so anthropomorphizing an object is basically taking an inanimate object like a pizza or a pint of beer and adding a face to it. In my example, I've taken a piece of A4 paper and I've come up with 11 different characters. Character 1 was a dog, and the dog there is eating some of the Fruit Loops from the bowl. Character 2 was a cloud. Character 3 was a 1970s punk. Character 4 was the Statue of Liberty. Character 5 was a skeleton. Character 6 was a farmer. Character 7 was an alien. Character 8 was a wolf. Character 9 was a scientist. Character 10 was an odd character. And number 11 was a cat. So that is task number 3, starting to think about some characters that you could illustrate for the front of your box. Task 4 is to start to consider some title designs. Typography is about artwork using letters and fonts. Think about the theme of your character and your cereal. Is there a font that would work well with that theme? For instance, if it's a space cereal, is there a sci-fi font you could use? Come up with 8 to 10 pieces of typography for your cereal. So I've now gone back to my spider diagram. I've looked at my possible cereal box names, which was there, and I've started to add them into my design. So I've gone for Skelly Chocos, using sort of a bone element going around. Windy Bubbles inside a cloud. Farmer Crackles. The Punk Loops, which has got that sort of 1970s torn paper effect. Bowl of Odd for the odd character. Howling Like the Wolf, which looks a bit more horror inspired. Cat Flaps, Rice Crumbles, which look like things that are kind of cracking and crumbly rocks, and the Liberty Flakes, which is that American Statue of Liberty design that I might go for. These two other examples give you an idea about how the actual ones look in real life. So you can see those two are quite professionally done and have a beveled effect, which kind of make the letters look more 3D. These have probably been done on either Photoshop or Illustrator, and you can see that they look a lot more professional than just being done by hand. They probably would have started with just a normal drawn picture, but from the rest it would have been done using a digital tool, for instance Photoshop or Procreate or Illustrator. So task 3 and task 4 is what I'd like you to do for this week. Look at your character designs on a piece of A4 paper, come up with around 8 to 10 different characters. And then the same for task 4, 8 to 10 different lettering forms that you can do by hand on another piece of A4 paper. So task 3 and task 4 can be done by hand, could go over the top with a fine liner if you want, or a biro. Good luck with that.